you've been kind of at times looking for opportunities at different spots and things. I'm just kind of curious with the first quarter you had today in terms of both the shot falling, the assists.
Yeah.
I feel like today was kind of the day you've been maybe waiting for a little bit in some ways.
I think the situation just was right for it. You know what I mean? Giannis not playing, I knew I would have more responsibility. I knew I would have to be more aggressive and kind of assert myself from a playmaking and scoring standpoint. And last time we came here, they kind of blitzed us to start the game. So I wanted to, from the tip, I wanted to assert myself in that way and just dive right into the game instead of waiting. And, I was able to get it going. I didn't even feel like I was hot tonight. I just felt in a good rhythm in the game, just getting in the paint, causing guys to pull over, finding the open man, attacking in transition. Guys weren't, in a position to really do a whole lot, so they fouled me a lot. And, it just turned into one of those, games with a good flow.
Season high, 13 assists for you as well.
Yeah.
What did you make of the ball movement and the vision you had on the floor?
I just took what the defense gave me. A lot of times when I watch film on Toronto, that they're a team that swarms. They come to the paint, they crowd the paint, they help each other, they use their length. And just seeing it on film, I was attacking, expecting that. So once I got there, the defense was coming in and the ball was going the opposite direction. And, I was aware of it. So, even on my attacks when I would be getting downhill, I could see the defenders, coming to help. I could see them coming, and as they did that, obviously I'm going to identify where they're coming from and try to send the ball there. So, it was, like I said, I just took what the defense gave me.
You assisted on 6 of the 8 threes that Malik hit tonight. What did you make about the way he was shooting and finding open spots?
I think for B's, a lot of times being in that starting group, I'm going to have the ball and get opportunities. Giannis is going to have the ball. Chris is going to have the ball. A lot of the actions that Brook is in, he's going to get his pick and pop threes and stuff like that. And Malik sometimes can get lost out there, And as a guy who is a shooter, we put him on the ball and he's chasing guys over pick and rolls and things like that. And me as a point guard, I think you want to reward him for that, but also try to put him in position to do what he does best, and that's shoot the ball. And make sure that, we giving him those opportunities so that he can be excited and be energized about doing what we need him to do in other areas. And, I think that's something that we can do better as a group for him. And as a point guard, that's, like I said, that's something that I was just aware of, and that, when I saw him with situations where I probably could have shot too, but I see him open like that, I feel like those are opportunities that he has to get.
I'm curious, what would you see that allowed you to split so many times tonight? And then once you split, where you kind of
I think I just my pace was up from the beginning, so I was coming off screens hard, and I was just making the bigs have to really cut me off. I wasn't just accepting them coming out at the level. I was trying to turn the corner, and I think once they saw how hard I was coming off to turn the corner, they started to jump out there to try to anticipate me coming out, and I was able to split them, because they were anticipating that. And that's usually how you set up a split, is by coming off and making them honor you turning the corner, and then you set them up, boom, boom, and you get between the defense.
And then once you get through that split, it felt like a number of those assists came off of that. So
Yeah.
for you, is it just quick, see where the help's coming from?
You just see where the help is coming from, and at that point, it's what you see a lot of times in this league. When the ball gets to the middle of the defense, somebody has to step up, and then somebody has to help the person stepping up, and somebody's wide open. And it's just a matter of getting the ball there on time and on target and allowing guys to, do what they need to do. And tonight we did a good job of that.
Jim, next game is part of this in-season tournament. I'm just curious what you've thought of it so far, as far as like the format, the courts, the intensity level. What have your thoughts been?
Our one game was an exciting game. It was a high energy game. You can feel that it's some meaning to it. And I'm excited to do one on the road. I think the prize in the end is what everybody's wanting to get to. So, I think that puts a little bit higher stakes on the games, and it gives us something to get up for.
Is it motivating for the prize for the younger guys on the team? Obviously people in your position make what you make, but that's maybe a lot more significant to some other people.
Yeah, I think it's a situation where it's a tournament. You want to win that first of all, but For us in our position, you know, guys like myself and Giannis, Chris, you know, Brooke as well, we've made a lot of money. But I think as a leader and somebody who cares about your teammates, especially your younger teammates, you got guys on two-way contracts, guys who are, you know, trying to earn their stay. And, you know, that prize in the end it could change their families' lives. And I think you don't want to, you know, make everything about money, but that's something that we can do for people around us. Our coaches, you know, they get a percentage of the same thing. So, like I said, it gives you something to get up for and be excited about, even if it's not for you individually. It's something that you could do for the next person. And, you know, I think that's worth us battling it out for.
OG and Gary being out tonight, how did that sort of change the makeup of this Raptors team from your perspective?
You said what?
With OG and Gary being out tonight, how did that sort of change the makeup of this Raptors team from your perspective?
I mean, obviously, you got two guys who are in your rotation. They play a significant role on your team. You know, it's gonna make a difference. But I think this is the NBA, man. Guys are always ready to step up. That team can go out there and beat somebody by 20 as they were tonight, and we didn't have our best player either. So I mean, we weren't looking at who's not playing any of that. We had to come out and, you know, the last time they blitzed us, and we had to come out here and set the tone and be aggressive, be physical, and you know, stand our ground and try to win the game. We did that.
So much of the first 10 games has been your chemistry with Giannis.
Yeah.
With him not being on the floor tonight, was there maybe more comfort for you, just knowing that you've been the go-to guy?
I mean, it just makes it more simple. You know, obviously, when you take two guys who've been the head of the snake their whole career pretty much, and then you put them together, it's going to take some time to figure it out. But, you know, you put me out there, you put him out there without me, he's going to just go like he did. You know, when I didn't play and you put me out there without him, it's kind of both of our natural habitat. But I think the beauty of it is we can win a game like this with him not on the floor. And I think also our personalities and what we ultimately want to accomplish, we know that it's going to take time to get to that point. And we just got to keep winning through that process. You know, it's going to be some struggles, there's going to be some ups and downs, but you know, my goal is to be the best complement to him, and you know, I want him to have extreme success as an individual. You know, this is my 12th season. I've had a lot of accomplishments, and the reason I'm here is to try to be there in the end. So, you know, our commitment is over the long haul to try to build that chemistry and, you know, work towards being the best version of ourselves as a unit, you know, as a 1-2 punch. And it's going to get there, but it's going to take time.